Hi, my name is Jappy from PLURLights.com, and today I'll be breaking the theory and showing you guys a tutorial for finger digits and finger tutting. Let me start off with breaking the theory. Shawn from Beat Rocker says you should start with the praying position. As you can see, this is the praying position. You have your thumbs out. You either have your elbows tucked in or you have them pushed out. Let me have them tucked in right now. From here, he says you can go from position to position from different football fields. And he says once you have those moves memorized, you can do whatever you like. I don't find that necessarily true. I found a different position that I like to start with. This right here. I like to call this the mini football field, but you guys can call it whatever you like. I don't really even have a name for it. But let me show you how to get into those other positions that he showed you. This is the first position. Bam. Just pull your hand up and you're into that first football field. Go back down. And if you want, bam, and you're in the other football field. And another move you could do is you can also go into the King Tut style very easily. Back into that position. And another two positions that I found. Here's one of the positions that you can't do when you start with the praying position. It's called the cross through. Make sure you're pretty creative with it. Move side to side differently. Be a little different with your moves. And that's one move that you can't do when you're doing the praying position without going into some type of transition that's more than one move. Another position that I found you can do starting with this is called shuffling. It's called hand shuffling. That's another position that you could do. Alright, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not hating on Shawn or beat rockers at all, because as you can see, he has over 60,000 views. I'm sure that he's helped tons of people learn how to finger tut, and that's a great thing. He's helping people, he's showing people these moves, and he's explaining to the world he's explaining to the world that dancing is freaking awesome, and that's all that really matters. I don't know what to say. I don't know why I said it was freaking awesome. I guess I'm freaking lame, but you know, that's the only way I could explain it. You know, I myself, I learned from beat rockers. I learned from Franco, so I can't hate. You know, if you want, you don't have to start with my position. You can start with whatever you want. You can even start with that praying position. You can even start. You don't even have to start with my position or his position. You can even start with a square if you wanted to, for when you start tutting. You know, it's just whatever you want. I'm just showing you my position that I found that's more easily to go into more different types of tutting. Next thing I want to do is make a tutorial, and to start off the tutorial, I want to start you guys out with warming up. Do some stretches. I learned this from Greg Irwin. This is called massaging your hands. Just push right here into your hands on your palms. It helps to keep the blood going, circulating. Get your hands ready. Another one I like to do is stretching them out. Just stretch them out like this. You can feel your hands pulling. It feels really good, and I'm not gonna lie, it does help a lot. Helps a lot, especially when you're doing your finger waves or finger rolls. And another one I like to do is pulling your fingers just one at a time. All you really have to do is just do it one time. You don't do it too hard. Just a light tug. You just feel a little push, and you can feel your joints moving. It helps a lot when you're doing your digits. Another one that Greg Irwin says is doing these. I don't feel anything when I do those, but you can if you like. Alright, now let's start it with the tutting. From here, if you want, you go into that football field. Alright, if you guys don't know already, this is called the slide. You slide in back and forth. and from here you hinge. These are hinges where when you go from different angles to different angles. This is a slide, slide, hinge, slide, slide, hinge. If you want, you can also pivot. This is a pivot when you turn your hands into a different movement. From over here, you can even start tracing. Another thing you guys can do is fold, which I already showed you. I just did it. I called it tracing. That's totally my bad. Another good move to learn is pinching. This is pinching. Go from one finger to all your fingers out, to even two if you want. You do two here, one there, switch it up. Go into your tutting if you want. And this is a move that I made up. It's called half pinches. You pinch, then release, pinch, then release. And other ones you can do is teeny tuts. What I like to call it is just like small tutting. Like instead for making large tuts, just make it a little smaller. And there you go. You have tiny tuts. You can also use your different fingers for tiny tuts. See right here. See, square right there. You can also consolidate your tutting. You don't have to stay stuck touching finger by finger. You have them push out, move out, fold some more if you want. Another thing I like to do is this move right here. You pull out. I'm not sure if this is some type of folding, but I like it. Another thing that's fun to do is finger vanishing, and all you really gotta do is, there's no fingers, there's one finger, switch down to the pinky, you got these two fingers out, another one finger. It's very simple to do. I could link you to the video from Beat Rockers. I believe Franco, he shows you how to do it. He gives a very easy and a good tutorial about it. Now let's go into finger digits, finger rolls, and finger waves. Finger digits. It's gonna take you guys a very long while to do this. Like, this literally pretty much took me a while to learn how to do. I want to say give or take 3 days for each individual move. Like doing waves, you just want to go one finger at a time, very slowly. To get it down one way, you should try opening it from the other way and closing from the other way. Once you get that down, you can be going back and forth with it. You can even start going from the middle, and from there you can even start flipping your hand and doing waves this way. And if you want, you could do one finger at a time, or you could just multiply. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, and go down. It's whatever you guys like. And also finger tricks. You know, I've seen a lot of finger tricks from Hookah. He's pulling out some old school moves from tutting. He's like boom, and then he goes out into one of these. He's like, look at the scope. Very creative, very funny at the same time. Another finger trick moves I like to do when I'm tutting. You say you're in this stance. You go down, pull that finger. Now you got this right here. Other finger trick moves and some old school moves. Just throwing that hand there, throwing it, catching it, break it in the middle, make it wave. Once you get it a wave, you can, this is from jfunk. Get it in your mouth, catch it with the other hand, and if you want, alright, I can't do that move, but you know, you could use that move if you want. Apparently I can't do that move because I guess I don't have enough experience of doing that correctly, but feel free to take that and learn that if you want. And another really good thing to do are finger faces. I have a lot of people asking me how to do like finger faces. I'll show them really quick. I can't really make a tutorial. I don't want to make this video way too long. Let me show you the dog first. That's the dog. People like to call it the dragon or the wolf, but it doesn't really matter what you call it. But I like to call it the dog. I like to switch that up. You have the two little puppies. And if you want, here's this one. I learned from Greg Irwin. I don't know really what it is. I think it's like a duck of some sort. Another one, that's original one from Greg Irwin, is the face. Another one I just learned. I'm not gonna really show you guys how to do it because it takes about a minute for the tutorial, so I'll post a link. It's called the snake. I'm going to post a link. As you can see the teeth right there and the two eyes. I'll post you the tutorial. Another one I learned from my friend. This is called the turtle. I learned this from my friend's niece. She's like 8, something like that. I guess she learned it from class. From there, I learned this from my friend Bubbles. She's a raver and a glover. This is called the octopus. A lot better when you have lights, of course. And it's, of course, a smiley face with 4 glovers. Very easy to move to see. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm going to post you a link somewhere around here for a video of that move. I'm also going to post a bunch of links all around wherever I'm pointing. A bunch of tutorials and other moves because, you know, I can't show you everything, but hopefully they can. I'm also going to show you guys a combo right now, and make sure you click this link right over here. I can't get my fingers aligned right there. That's going to be the video of the month. I'll change that up at the first every time. Another thing I like to tell you guys is incorporating different dance moves into your shows. That's so awesome. I learned this one from Sweetface. I'll give you guys a link of him, of course. He's put in waving and like liquiding into tutting, like with his thumb. From there you can switch from your fingers, so it's like digits and wave and liquiding at the same time. You can go into liquiding if you want, and from there go back into tutting. And another cool move is digits with finger tutting. It's probably one of my favorites. And don't forget to use your whole body. Like your whole body, it makes everything just look so much thicker. Like you can see a square right here. See how I'm using that arm to make another square? You know, just try to incorporate different dance moves into it. And I just want to teach you guys one more thing: transitions. It's very important. Just keep practicing. If you ever get stuck, just keep practicing. Like say you get stuck with this cross through, you've been doing it repetitively and repetitively, and you don't know what to do next. Alright? Here, let me help you guys out right now. Because I've been stuck with this move and I didn't know what to do. So this is what I've done. I've noticed that this right here looks like a square. Actually, it is a square. And from cross throughs, you go into finger tutting very easily. That's whatever you guys like. One other thing, I want to give a big shout out to ChrisLights.com. I also want to give a shout out to my family, to my friends Care Bear, Zero, aka Grant Sonic, aka J Smooth, aka Johnny Tsunami, the Chris Lights family, and of course to all the viewers.